नमस्कार। जनमानस विवेचना में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं अमलेंदु भूषण खां। घरेलू गैस सिलेंडर को लेकर के काफ़ी लोगों में नाराज़गी रहती है। कोई गैस कम होने की शिकायत करता है तो कोई समय पर सिलेंडर की डिलीवरी नहीं होने की शिकायत करता है। इतना ही नहीं, कई लोगों को गैस एजेंसी वाले दूर रहने के कारण उनको अतिरिक्त चार्ज देना पड़ता है। उपभोक्ताओं को अतिरिक्त चार्ज देना पड़ता है, जिसको लेकर के उपभोक्ताओं में काफ़ी नाराज़गी रहती है। अब गैस सिलेंडर में गैस कम है या नहीं है, गैस कम है तो वो क्यों है, ये आपको पता चल जाएगा। पेट्रोलियम एवं प्राकृतिक मंत्री हरदीप पुरी खुद बता रहे हैं जो अब गैस सिलेंडर पर बार कोड लगाया जाएगा। बार कोड जो आप आधार पे या किसी और चीज़ पे बार कोड देखते हैं, उसको स्कैन करने से सारी जानकारी उपलब्ध हो जाती है। उसी तरह से गैस सिलेंडर पर भी बार कोड लगाया जाएगा। उस बार कोड में सारे डेटा अंकित रहेंगे। गैस सिलेंडर कब भरा गया है, गैस सिलेंडर में कितना गैस है, गैस सिलेंडर किस एजेंसी का है, गैस सिलेंडर कब भरा गया, ये सारी जानकारी उसमें उपलब्ध हो रहेगी। और जैसे ही आप गैस सिलेंडर बुक करेंगे, वैसे ही आपको उस बार कोड का, आपके नाम पे जो सिलेंडर बुक हुआ है, वो बार कोड आपके इस फ़ोन पे आ जाएगा। उसको स्कैन करने के बाद आप पता लगा सकते हैं ये गैस सिलेंडर में क्या है, नहीं है, कब भरा गया, कब डिलीवरी देना था। तो ये जानकारी खुद केंद्रीय पेट्रोलियम प्राकृतिक गैस मंत्री हरदीप पुरी बता रहे हैं।
चलिए, मान लीजिए सिलेंडर कहाँ बनता है, कहाँ जाता है, किसके पास है। हमारे यहाँ क्या होता है कि there are people who are able, not anymore, because with technology we have been able to bring about efficiency, we have been able to reduce costs, we have been able to ensure timely delivery through digital inclusion, through advances in fintech. I could go on that, but little things which are on display. अब इन्होंने एक सिलेंडर बनाया on which they have, on the existing cylinders, the QR code will be chipkowed on the cylinder, pasted on it. In newer cylinders, it will be welded onto it. Now, very often you hear stories कि cylinder खत्म हो गए। कहीं cylinder कोई खत्म नहीं हुआ। There's enough cylinder in the market to meet everyone's need. But the problem, as Mahatma Gandhi said, there's enough for everybody's need, but there's not enough for everybody's greed. Some people try to. Now this becomes impossible after. I'm giving you one example. Second example, I saw a manufacturer there who is making a conversion kit which can be used on an existing scooter to have LPG used as a fuel in that scooter. Now just look at it. I did an analysis some time ago. What is the major traffic on our roads? 70% of it comes from two-wheelers and three-wheelers. And most of them are now using, and I'm citing a piece which appeared in the New York Times, I think, when I was there for Gastech. That day, front page story, that most of them are using replaceable batteries. So my question to this manufacturer was very simple. What will be the cost of using LPG in a scooter as against using other available fuels like battery? So he told me 60 paise kam hi hoga. Now I don't know whether that's correct or not, but I think there's a story for the press to follow up there. Look at the revolutionary change will come. Next thing, I mean, I haven't seen it. Next thing, we are now looking at using solar energy for cooking purposes. Next thing you will have these vehicles powered by solar energy. If it can be, if gas can power it. So there's the technological, the innovation, the entrepreneurial style, which is spirit, which is being shown. I was telling our distinguished visitor that we look at it. This is not just an India story. This gas story is replicable in other parts of the world. It is got a very good, I think, it will have very good resonance in other developing countries on a south-south model. Okay, I've said my bit. Now you guys can.
The floor is open. One request is to kindly introduce yourself before you ask a question.
Yeah, just identify yourself.
So may I take the question first?
Yes, please.
So I'm Sanjay Agarwal from World News 24/7, sir. I was meeting a lot of people who were exhibiting here. So they said we are reducing the carbon footprint because this LPG, the sulfur content, is being reduced. So how much India?
India, I didn't state the obvious. When you talk about LPG, you are clearly meaning, health benefit. I gave a figure that saved 150,000 lives. It reduced the carbon footprint by so much. All that is statistically doable. You see, when you do a conversion from one medium to another, you look at the numbers, you look at the kind of toxicity and carbon footprint, then you move to the next one, you can easily do that. So those are pretty scientific studies. So that's absolutely correct.
Thank you.
And India's, you have COP27 taking place now.
Yes.
So, we are talking about commitments which the Honorable Prime Minister made in COP26. So, you're not only in the story, you are leading up front in that story.
Right.
Yes.
इसको क्या बोले स्टेटस को तो मतलब काम तो हो गया उस पे अब जो एग्जिस्टिंग सिलेंडर्स हैं उस पे चिपकाने की बात है और नए वाले पे वो वेल्ड किया जाएगा अभी आईओसीएल के चेयरमैन यहाँ बैठे हैं कितना काम हो गया और कितना बाकी आप बताएं
एक्चुअली हमने हमारे दिल्ली में एक बॉटलिंग प्लांट है मदनपुर खादर वहाँ से ऑलरेडी प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च किया हुआ है एंड आई थिंक विद इन अ वीक ऑफ टाइम वी विल बी क्लोजिंग मदनपुर खादर एंड देन गिव मी 3 months एंड वी पैन इंडिया हो जाएगा
सर इसके फायदे क्या होंगे ग्राहकों?
अरे भाई फायदे तो मैंने भाई साहब बता दिए पहले लोग कहते थे सिलेंडर नहीं है अब मैं मुझसे ऐसी बातें करवाओगे जो आपको मालूम है मेरे मुंह से क्यों निकलवाना चाहते हो पहले सड़कें बनती थी एक बड़ी स्टेट में सड़कें बनती थी वो कागज पे बन जाती थी ना वहाँ पे वेरिफिकेशन होती थी ना कुछ होता है अब क्या है कि सिलेंडर मान लीजिए सिलेंडर भरा एक जगह जा रहा है पॉइंट ए वो जा रहा है सिलेंडर पॉइंट बी अब रास्ते में ही कई पहले चीजें गायब हो जाती थी अब आप ट्रेस कर पाएंगे कि जहां से सिलेंडर भरा और जिस कंज्यूमर के तक पहुंचा है और बीच में कहीं और गया उसमें से कोई पिलफरेज अरे इट्स अ रेवोल्यूशनरी चेंज इसको आप जरा अंडर एस्टिमेट मत करिए ये जैसे हम आप मेरे दफ्तर आइए निर्माण भवन वहां पे एक हमारी अर्बन ऑब्जर्वेटरी है जो भी देश में बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट हो रहा है हम स्क्रीन पे उसको आपको दिखा देंगे हमने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को एक अभी पीछे प्रधानमंत्री एक वो लाइट हाउस प्रोजेक्ट है जहाँ पे 6 अलग अलग स्थान पे 1000 हम से अधिक वो बना रहे हैं आवास यूजिंग द लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी एंड माननीय प्रधानमंत्री की ब्रीफिंग उसमें हुई नॉट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एनीथिंग एल्स द ब्रीफिंग वाज डन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रियल लाइफ कि वहाँ पे कितने वर्कर्स हैं बोथ यूजिंग लेटेस्ट इन टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ड्रोन्स एक्सेट्रा हियर my colleague has put it down. I thought you would come. It will stop leakage. If any, it will touch and trace. You'll know exactly where it is. It will have better inventory management, monetize the inventory of cylinders. So it's all. These are very obvious advantages.
Thank you, Sapna.
Yeah, sir.
Sapna, you have a question, please.
Hi, sir. Sapna here from CNBC.
From C.
No question. And sir, you also got the part 1 of the Kirit Panik panel report on gas pricing. So is there anything?
देखिए ऐसा है मैं आपको बताता हूँ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कौन सा पार्ट 1 कौन सा पार्ट 2 आई डोंट नो इफ somebody is asked to produce they will produce the government will examine so let's not make a story out of that first point is you must have an understanding of how prices of energy are determined if you take petrol and diesel it's pretty clear you look at the price determined by the producer like for instance in our case we have what is it called today that figure you sent me $88 ajo Indian
That's the
basket.
Indian basket.
The Indian basket how is the Indian basket worked out that's the price of crude today To that you add insurance, you add freight, you add you had exchange rate, you had handling, then there's a refiner's margin, then there's a dealer's margin, and then there is a state tax and there is a central tax. So in order to maintain affordability, what did we do? The Honorable Prime Minister on two occasions, November 2021 and May 2022, he reduced the excise duty to maintain the prices. BJP states also followed. So at a time when international petrol and diesel prices were shooting up in the world, North America had gone up by 43%, 46%. In India, they only went up by 2%. Okay. Now, hopefully international prices, they're not down yet. Yesterday they were above 90. Today the Indian basket is 88. So what have we done? We've diversified our supplies. You can get it cheaper somewhere, they'll get it. As a result of the gradation of the suppliers has also changed a little. But it's a dynamic situation. These gentlemen, I mean, no matter what you think, they don't call me in the morning and say, "Ji, kya kare abhi?" They take hard-headed business decisions, and they probably realize that it was worth their while, that when there was so much turmoil at that point of time not to raise the prices. Obviously they will want to be compensated. Obviously they want. No, how they will be compensated? By charging you later more, or asking for other compensation. These are big companies, so I don't get involved in that. I neither get involved with where they buy from or whom they buy from. All I tell them is buy as much as you can at the cheapest price. That's the policy, because that's what we need to do to maintain affordability.
So just a supplementary, so last time we had asked you this question also, that in terms of further support, you got something on LPG.
They got something.
Yes.
They wanted more.
So
Well, they wanted 28,000 crores, they got 22,000.
So-
All right. Look,
so-
I don't deal with that. These are finance ministry issue. Like you are not asking me about GST, I was hoping to answer a question. Every GST, but GST is a finance ministry issue. I was merely reporting what is already known in the public domain, that the Kerala High Court, भाई साहब आप जरा साइड में हो जाए, आप इनको कर रहे थे, आप बाकियों को ब्लॉक कर रहे हैं आप, हाँ, साइड में हो जाइए, हाँ. So, Kerala High Court passed an order saying कि भाई put it on your agenda. So the Honorable Finance Minister and the GST Council put it on the agenda, and I think that meeting of the GST Council was in Lucknow. I was merely reporting that. वो सारा आप लोग हेडलाइन चला रहे हैं, पूरी says पेट्रोल कमिंग ऑन. मैंने जो कहा सुन लो यार, वो किसी ने डायरी आइटम चला दी, किसी ने लाइक किया, अनलाइक किया. अरे भाई, हैव यू गॉट अ सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर और नॉट? वो बड़ी अच्छी ट्वीट थी, आलू पूरी, भेल पूरी, पानी पूरी, तो मेरे को बड़ा पसंद आया, तो मैंने कर दिया. बिकॉज इट वाज सम अदर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी गाय हु had done the tweet, और बीच में हमारे बारे में, अरे उसको तकलीफ हो रही, कमल खिल रहा है, सब जगह खिल रहा है, हिमाचल में भी खिलेगा, गुजरात में भी खिलेगा. तो मेरे ये सोशल मीडिया वाले कहाँ गए, ये थोड़े सेंसिटिव, इन्होंने कहा यार ये मिनिस्टर ने क्यों लाइक किया. अरे मेरे से पूछ लेते, उसने डिसलाइक, उसमें डायरी आइटम बना. तो मैं उसको कल लगाने वाला था, डू यू हैव अ सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर और नॉट? I have a sense of humor. So all I'm saying is, let's look at this in a positive way. Look, today when we, अरे भाई ये phone बंद कर लो आप जरा. Today I must tell you something very interesting. Somebody was using India as a shining. I don't use language. I said so far, despite what the challenges are, we have succeeded in navigating it so far. That's all I said. But I also said this is work in progress. Tomorrow, God forbid, I mean, if oil prices or oil markets have a this thing, see what the Honorable Prime Minister said in Bali is a case in point. So this is not any one individual. This is the line of the government, right? We have as a democratically elected government, we have a duty to our consumers. मैंने आपको कई बार बोला है, मोदी's government feels no pressure. ये fear आपके दिमाग में होगा, मेरे दिमाग में तो नहीं है. मेरे को लगता है मेरे from my disposition, मेरे को कोई fear है. छोड़ो यार,
लॉजिस्टिक इशू है,
छोड़ दो यार लॉजिस्टिक्स. ना तुम्हारे को लॉजिस्टिक्स के बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी है, ना किसी और को है. जो मार्केट है वो उसको डील करेगी, आपको क्यों चिंता हो रही है? इसमें कोई स्टोरी नहीं है. और मेरे भाई जो भी होगा देखी जाएगी, इसमें आपको कोई स्टोरी नहीं बनती. आपकी
सर, आवर सप्लाई फ्रॉम रशिया विल नॉट गेट ऑब्स्ट्रक्टेड बिकॉज़ ऑफ दिस, राइट?
घूम फिर के आप कुछ मेरे से कहलवाना चाहते हैं. नहीं, आपको नहीं पता तो आप अपनी रिसर्च करिए. किसी यूनिवर्सिटी, देखो
Russian oil were carried by EU ships. So if those ships go away, get out of
Listen,
action.
you are allowed, I think he's crossing the line. You are allowed to ask a question. You ask your question. I've told you I have no anxiety on that. Now there's no point getting into this. If you need any research material on that, I'll tell you some foreign university you can enroll there, find out how the market operates.
Nidhi, you have a question?
Sir, for support from
Further support, sir, after
for
LPG.
losses that they are.
I listen to me. I have a very positive, healthy relationship. All line ministers keep approaching the finance minister. But look at it from her point of view also, where all the line ministers approach. So the answer, I don't change my answer.
No, so because you had.
I don't conduct my negotiations with the finance ministry through the press.
Let's move to
I'm
this
in
side.
touch every day with them.
Yes, you have a question, this side.
Address to the external affairs ministry or to people dealing with these issues. अब वो मिसाइल कहाँ से आई, कौन सा उसका ट्रेजेक्टरी था, यार मैं पेट्रोलियम मिनिस्टर हूँ, मुझसे
जियोपॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन सर आपको लगता है?
नहीं, मेरे को जियोपॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन जो है मैंने ऑलरेडी डिस्क्राइब कर दिया, and I'm sure that we will navigate through it. That's all.
Anyone else?
Without before I go to the final. अरे the process is going on यार.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये क्या आप नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट में जो एलपीजी सब्सिडी लास्ट ईयर अनाउंस हुआ,
देखिए ये जो भी सवाल है, ये सब सवाल जो है कंसल्टेशन में, नॉट ओनली दिस इशू, ऑल द अदर इशू, द कंसर्न मिनिस्ट्रीज विल डू दैट. फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री की जो कंसल्टेशन होती हैं लाइन मिनिस्ट्रीज के साथ भी होती हैं, बाकी स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ भी होती हैं. जैसे somebody wrote to me कि इसका वो प्रोक्योरमेंट प्राइस 5 रुपए एक्स्ट्रा, ये सब part of an ongoing exercise. Not fair for me to be anticipating or to tell. By the way, I've been Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs for 5 years? At no stage in those 5 years have I ever told the press what we were asking it for in terms of allotment for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, for X mission, for Swanidhi. These are not done like that. It's your job to write a story, you can do it. Sometimes you'll get it right, since it's a government that doesn't leak, most of it you'll get wrong. But that's the fun of the whole enterprise. If I'm not mistaken, going on between OVL and GAIL and Gazprom. So these are discussions going on, and it's we have a very time-tested relationship with the countries involved.